Okay, now I'm going to show you the crane longevity breathing exercises, and you can follow me if you like, or you can just listen to what I'm going to be explaining. So the first thing is that it goes in two phases. I'm going to show you the first phase, and then I'm going to show you the second phase. Okay, so the first phase is this. And when you breathe, you have to focus your energy on your points again, here. You focus your energy on your tongue, and you always breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, okay? In through your nose, out through your mouth, tongue touching the top of your palate. It's a pressure point, which I'll explain later on in my workshop presentations. And then on top of that, I'm going to try and explain it slowly, and I'm going to do it slowly to show you so that you can learn how to do them in the process that I've been taught how to do. So basically standing in a neutral position, and then we begin, tongue touching the top of the palate, and here we go. Breathing in through your nose. And I'll do it again, and you try to keep this motion of what I call breathing at the same pace that you're lifting your arms up. And the reasons why your arms go right up is because you need to do that stretching to open up these special points that are connected to your heart and to your lungs. And these are all very complicated at the moment to understand, but you'll understand when I do my workshop and explain in more detail if you want to get into the detail aspect of it. But this is just the basic exercises that you're going to learn. So here we go again. Listen to my breathing. Here I go. And then what we do is, it's called supporting heaven. We turn our palms upwards, supporting heavens. Our hands are fully outstretched, and then breathing out. Still the tongue touching the top of the palate. Watch. Now use a little bit of dynamic tension. Dynamic tension is very important. So you're imagining that you have a weight. So you're sort of tensing a little bit your muscles, which means you're using your muscles. Okay? So we're going 1. Breathing in. 2. Breathing out. 3. We twist and go straight down the sides. Dynamic tension again. And then what we're doing is we're breathing in again. And then I'll explain the next process. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and relax. Now you're going to go through a very strange process because this is all controlled, and you need to make this into a process of a natural process, which is the way we're meant to breathe. So this is the whole set, and this is how you should be doing it. And then I'll explain this special breathing, the diaphragmatic control, and then of course the expansion of the chest, and then of course the relaxation at the end. So here we go, one set. Now you'll get to this sense of a euphoric feeling, and you'll get this oxygen hit that goes to your brain, that goes to your lungs, because you're doing 2 in breaths to 1 out. So you're increasing the lung capacity, and you're increasing your body to absorb more oxygen, which is where all the power lies. So watch again how I do it, and then you'll notice that sometimes I even get into a great dizziness state, because your body is just absorbing all this energy and all this oxygen. So watch again. I expand my chest to fill up all those alveoli in your lungs, and then I hold that oxygen and I drop my diaphragm, which is here. Watch. By pulling my stomach out, the diaphragm will drop, and then the oxygen will go right down into the lower portions of your lungs. Because why do we have such a big lung capacity when we're only breathing to here? So watch again. And by closing by dropping the diaphragm down and by closing your body's expansion of your lungs like this, with the relaxation at the end, you're able to push that oxygen right down into the alveoli, right down into the bottom parts of your lungs. So one more time, and then we're going to go into a different phase of what I do when I do this, and you do a minimum of 10 repetitions. So this is the one phase with 2 or 3 repetitions. Now you notice I twist my head to the left and right. That's also opening up certain energy points in your body and your meridians. And then here we go into a 3-set repetition. And that concludes your first phase. And now I'm going to show you how we move into our second phase. A lot more complicated and quite difficult for most people, especially if you have knee problems. So I don't recommend you to go all the way down, but I recommend you to do it as I show you, to learn basically going down halfway and then going all the way down. So I'm going to go through now the second phase, and just follow me slowly, and I'll explain the breathing and I'll explain the positions that you're doing, which will explain to you why you're doing those positions. Now, this is the second phase, and I'm going to do it slowly again. And how you begin is you focus basically on these techniques, and you're rubbing your 2 hands together like this, and you're going in opposite directions. So the first part you got to understand is that you're moving in this direction, your hands are clasped like that, and you're warming up what we call the wells of the hand, okay? And there's a lot of reasons for it, I'll explain later. So this is the first position, and your elbow in the front goes upwards. This goes down in the back. That's the way my hands are on the right side. And I look up at a 45 degree angle this way, all the way up, stretching. And that is where your out breath will come. And then you basically will go down and you'll extend your hands, and that's when you change and twist your hands. And now you're going to your left, and your arms will go up, elbow will go up, and look upwards and breathing out. Always exposing this area, and I'll explain more in details later on. So that's your basic movement as you're going down. And the next movement is the most difficult one for most people, is to do a squat, to go down, but you got to be flat foot, and you got to keep your spine straight. So you get the lower curvature of the vertebra down the bottom near your coccyx. So how I'm going to show you standing in this position, and then I'm going to show you in a side position. So you can see how my spine is straight, and you can see how this keeps your body in alignment. Very important. So watch again how I do this. At first go halfway. So basically you can have your hands out, you can have it like this, it doesn't matter, but you can even put in your hands on the side, and you go down into a squat position. So watch how I do it. Basically going down into a squat position, being flat-footed, and we are going to go into this position now. Okay, here we go. So the second phase is quite simple. We're going into what we call the second phase of the breathing crane exercises, and you've got to have to clasp your hands together and basically twisting. You're twisting like that, extending your hands and twisting. Now when you twist to your left, you're going to have your right hand twist and right hand elbow up. When you look upwards and breathe out. When you're twisting to your right side, you'll have your left hand elbow look up and breathe out. Now that is the simple process of the breathing technique, breathing out, the angle that you should be looking up towards, holding your elbows left on your right side, right on your left side. Now the next part is a little bit more difficult, and what we're going to do is we're going to squat. So as we squat, you can go down with me and go up with me. So watch how I do it slowly, and go slowly when you first start to do it. The important part is you must keep your feet flat and you try to keep your back straight, which means you create that curvature on your lower lumbar, which absorbs energy faster. So here we go. Very simply doing this squatting is going down halfway and up. Very simple. Watch again. We go down. You can have your hands on your waist if you want. You go down, right? Try not to bend your back. This is a very, very common thing that most people do. They bend their back. They go like this, and then they start bending their back because they can't keep it straight. We want to keep the back straight. So you'll be going at this level here, and you'll be going basically down. You see my back? You see how it's straight? I'm using my legs into a full squat. Okay, so this is basically how we do the full set. We're going to go down, extend, 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 and go up and breathe out. Again, to the other side, down, down, halfway, and breathe out. This is the side view. Watch. Very simple. Extend, down, up. Other side, down, up. So that is second phase of the breathing exercises. So I'm going to do a few repetitions to show you again, and then I will show you one full set, and you should be doing that every morning with your exercises. So here goes the one set. Very simple. 1, 2, and 3. I hope you enjoy that. That's the second phase of your exercises that go through to the next phase, which is going to be what I call the Qi Kung stance energy moving exercises.